Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. This is the last episode of the bonus series for now, at least. For bonus episode 6, the last one for of us talking about The Last Dance. Episode 9 and 10 of the documentary came out. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday it aired. The last two, The Last Dance of The Last Dance. I'm back here with Shams.
Hey, I like that. Last Dance of the Last Dance.
I had to say something good for once, right? So we can just get straight into it. Episode 9. Now it's talking about it's literally talking about the last few things. It was it's just switching between the 1998 finals and the 1997 finals. And they really did see, I mean, it's annoying to continuously go back to this thing that, people saying, Jordan, was they don't consider Jordan anywhere near the GOAT. I didn't even realize that the Pacers too were a really good team as well.
A great team, man.
Yeah, I forgot that Reggie Miller was during that time.
Jalen Rose, yep.
Bro,
Those are two Hall of Famers on that team, actually.
Is Chris Mullin on with him? I believe he is. Chris Mullin and Reggie Miller.
yeah, Reggie Miller sounds like
He has the most annoying voice ever.
he really does. He sounds white. He sounds oh wait, you're kind of like staticky. Just disconnect real quick and join back. It should be fine.
Is it still going on?
Actually, no, wait, you're fine. I think. I don't know why. It's probably just from the cable. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
What's the dude who used to be on the Cavs? He's the Cavs during LeBron's years on there. He's but he retired now. He's just
Richard Jefferson?
I think so. He's a black
He's
dude.
bald, light skin?
Yeah, black dude with the white man voice.
Yeah, that's Richard
Oh my
Jefferson.
god, bro.
Yeah, but Reggie Miller is just, I have a friend who passionately hates Reggie Miller's
Damn.
talking. If you just put on a clip of him talking, he's just like, "Yo, shut up, man!" It doesn't matter what he say.
Wait, your voice is still doing the static thing. I think it's just
Really? Okay.
your headphones. Just unplug it real quick and maybe plug it back in. It should be fine. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna join back in a second.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. I think we're good.
Are we good? Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's this technical difficulties come with using Discord. It's fine. At this point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But we're talking about Reggie Miller's voice. Yeah, that's
no.
unfortunate. Imagine having I don't think I have the best voice ever, but I just imagine having a voice that just stands out for being annoying. You just start talking, you might be saying the most important or factual thing.
And you just sound. Everyone nobody likes the voice at all. It's like it's the meme where when a black person puts on their white man voice. Oh my god, dude.
That's so real. Earlier today, I was talking to my professor to change my grade. I swear to God, I sounded
you had to put on your white man voice.
I was like, yeah, that's very reasonable. It's understandable.
I hate that so much.
Well, do you have one? Do you use it? You use it, right? Everyone uses it.
Me? Well, first of all, I'm not really black, but
No, but everyone has a white person voice as long as you're not white. Even white people have a white person voice.
That's true. That's true. I don't think I have a white person voice.
You don't ever are on the phone with somebody or just something that you just be like, yeah. I don't know.
No, but I either I talk like that usually, or I just talk I just don't say much for me to have a white person voice. You know what I mean? It's just if somebody's
you can't work at a call center.
What you talk? You know what? I wouldn't want to in the first place. Okay. I hate picking up the phone in the first place too. But okay. Enough roasting me about not having a white person voice. Can go back to roasting Reggie Miller for having one in the first place, okay? But this is him usually though.
Yeah, no, this is his voice.
You ever see the clip? I forgot his name too. The guy from the Cavs. The one time when he was mic'd up and JR made a 3-pointer and he grabbed him. It was that was a really nice shot, man. And I'm like, oh my god, I hate that. I hate it.
That was a really nice shot, man.
I'm gonna pick that up. What's his name again?
Richard Jefferson. Yeah, and what do we call it? Reggie Miller, his iconic moment. Have you ever seen that picture of like the dude like doing a choke sign at Spike Lee? Like he's like choking himself, and he's like looking
Yeah,
at
Reggie.
Spike Lee?
Yeah, I've seen that. Reggie Miller doing that. Yeah.
It was Reggie Miller. He
What
was
is that?
cold.
What was that for? Like, what was happening?
It
He was
was-
just killing the Knicks or something.
Yeah, he was killing Knicks basically. Quick summary.
Damn. I mean, I get that because Spike Lee is an avid Knicks fan who spent over like $1 million on tickets and merchandise and everything.
Yep, just for them to just escort him out with security.
Continuously lose and be complete ass cheeks.
And James Dolan had the nerves to kick him out the arena.
For what?
Because it was just some dumb dispute about like the interest he always uses. But if someone has been such a huge supporter of your team, like $1 million in tickets for one like sporting team, you know how much that is from one person? And just like being a constant supporter, like he is a staple at the Garden. Like one of the iconic things about the Knicks is having Spike in attendance. And then like just James Dolan's just the worst, man. If he sold the Knicks, I promise you they could be great, or they could at least be liked. The reason why players literally say that, like, I want to go play for the Knicks, I want to go play for New York, but I don't want to play for James Dolan. He's literally
everyone loves New York.
No one wants to go play for James Dolan.
Yeah. He's the what is he, the general manager? He's a general manager?
He's not even a general manager. He's had like 10 general managers. He's the owner of the team.
Oh, okay.
Find it back to the Last Dance. Whatchamacallit's last stop, Phil Jackson, his last stop was with the Knicks up to like 2014 or something like that.
Oh, damn, okay.
And he even couldn't win with the Knicks, not even once.
So what say does he really have, the owner?
He's just the owner basically has the final say of everything, honestly.
Oh, okay. So it's like whatever like anybody else would think is good for the team, he'll just be like, nah, I don't want to fucking do that. So then they can't really say anything because he's the owner, right?
Yeah, but the thing is too, like most owners aren't like that vocal about like anything. The thing is, he's so quick to hire somebody just to fire them. Like he literally, the last executive he had for the team fired them after like a year, and it's just like no one last year like it's just so many things that's just like, bro.
Can't do anything about. Your mic's starting to act up again. I think it's just your head. You're using like earbuds, right?
No, I'm actually using the same setup I always had with the laptop and just a mic from the laptop.
Okay, I don't know why it's like continuously like it's like making crackling noises.
Really?
Well, just real quick, you click the cog on Discord,
Click
and
what?
just the cog on the bottom left, the settings.
Settings, okay.
Okay, and just check voice and video, and just see if those are set properly. The voice settings. The input should be your mic, and the output should be your list where you're listening from.
Mm-hmm. Are we good?
I don't hear it yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Keep talking.
All right.
I don't even think we can really do anything about that, but
I can connect using my phone and headphones.
You could just actually do that. Try that.
All right.
Try that real quick. I can just cut this part out. This one. Technical difficulties always arise.
How are we doing now?
All right. Keep talking. Maybe let me increase your volume real quick.
All right.
Say something real quick.
Are we good? Testing.
Yeah, I think that should be fine. All right.
Okay.
It's a call. Okay. So first, I think the first thing that we're talking about, it was the Eastern Conference Finals with against the the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers and Reggie Miller. That shit. Oh, you good? Oh, he disconnected. So let's see. He joined back, but. Oh, there we go. What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So what happened just there?
You stop talking, then you disconnected.
Is does it drop the call if I exit the Discord app on my phone?
I don't think it should.
Let me see. Cause I tried to open my notes. Okay, now it didn't, but before it did. Okay, are we good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
But what's it called? Yeah, so it was the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers and Reggie Miller. They had a real run for their money. Didn't they? Did they win the first two games?
Yeah. Wait, no. The Bulls won the first two games.
Yeah, the Bulls won the first two games because they were at home,
Yeah.
and then once they went on the away games, they started getting like low key destroyed, right?
Yeah, because Indiana's a tough place to play. Like they're like that's the only thing they have really as far as like entertainment like that. College basketball and NBA basketball. So like they really show up for their team. It's one of the hardest places to play. Like that, Utah.
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
The Utah Jazz arena is crazy.
Yeah. So
It's also just full of white racist people, which doesn't make any sense.
don't generalize, but yeah.
Wait. I remember you see the shit from last time.
Yeah,
This
I know.
is the last season.
Yeah,
I think it was
happened
against.
more than once too.
Yeah,
It happens the most often over like those racist incidents, or just
Does
like
it-
people just.
Doesn't make any
seem, like,
sense.
out
They
of
have
control.
black people on their own team, bro.
That's not how they see it though. They'll see it as like, these are our black people, you know. Like,
Oh
they're not
my
those black
god,
people.
that's the worst way to put it. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's also like, dude, these are our black people. Those are not. What?
Yeah, exactly. It's not meant to make sense. It's just the way some people think, I guess. So.
That sucks, bro. That really does
Yeah.
suck. That's just sad. It
But
sucks
on
to deal
the
with it.
on the other side of this, we have Jalen Rose, and we have Jalen Rose actually was in the Hall of Fame. So that's three Hall of Famers right there. Reggie Miller, Jalen Rose,
Damn.
and Chris Mullin are three Hall of Famers that played on that Pacers team.
Damn.
Yeah.
They really got the run for their money. But then after that, what was the fight in the beginning? They're saying,
Yeah.
what was that? I actually never.
It was Jalen Rose because he said that he knows that because Jalen Rose was like an outlier for his time because he's like the skinny guard that shoots threes. He was basically Steph Curry before Steph Curry, just not on crack. You know what I mean? Like, he was just Steph Curry, like as far as like being ahead of his game, where he didn't have like a physical game, or he didn't have like a crazy skill set or something. He was just an accurate pinpoint shooter. You know what I'm saying? That was the majority of his game. So Jordan like really didn't have like too much respect for him because he was like this little skinny frail dude that just shot a bunch of threes, and he was like basically had the Steve Kerr syndrome where he was like, I'm super competitive, dude, and I know I'm good, so it's like I don't care that you didn't respect me. So like him like standing up, just like talking trash back to Jordan and all that caused him to get really really into it, and even with and he genuinely thought that they could beat them. Even like right now he says that like I still think we're the better team. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Okay.
so he feels like they were positioned better. And then so then you wanna go to the first two games goes back to the Bulls, right? And then they go back to Indiana, and then they actually lose those two games. So now the series 4-4.
Yeah.
So now it's actually game 6, right? Game 6, and it's in front of their crowd. And Jordan misses the game winner.
Oh yeah. Wait. Don't you mean Game 5?
Was this game 5? Yeah, game 5. I'm sorry. Wait, did I skip something? No. This was a closeout game. I forgot what happened game 5. Game 5, I think. No, game 5 the Bulls won, right?
Okay.
And then they went back to Indiana for game 6. So game 6 was the one where Jordan misses the game winner.
Yeah.
With 1 second left.
He double clutched a shot and missed the 3.
And do you remember what happened as far as their coach, like just like when it's like 1 second left? It's not even 1 second. It's 0.7 seconds left, and literally everyone in the arena are like holding their breath, like, oh my god, what is this dude gonna do with not even one? Do you know how fast a second is? Like, boom, a second just passed.
Yeah, it's
boom,
like
a second just passed.
it's
like 1
there's
second.
nothing you can do.
And
There's
it's
nothing
like
you can do
no
in that
one,
situation.
no one is comfortable knowing that man is gonna touch the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when it comes to him, it's not even realistic anymore. It's just
exactly.
Like he could just do whatever he wants.
Like as soon as it touches his hand and nobody's there to block it or anything, and if it's out of his hands, it's just oh god, it's
anyone's guess what's about to happen next.
The thing is, it could have went in though.
It did. It rimmed out. He said like it was a centimeter out.
Yeah.
So
At that point, it wasn't that it wasn't really that he missed the shot. It was just like luck just said like no.
Yeah, he was so close to making a shot.
Yeah, basically, he just got unlucky. That was it. Because he didn't. Yeah. At that point, there's nothing you can do in that situation. It's like, oh, I could have shot the ball better. It's more like, nah, it wasn't a bad shot. It just didn't go in. Like,
it just didn't go in. Yeah.
Like that's it.
And so Game 7, he come out and he gives them the proper.
And this is their first Game 7 since his like almost his rookie years or something.
Yeah, this is like this was a very like ever since they started winning, they were like just running through teams and stuff like that. Okay. Now it's like whoa, like, are they really gonna lose? Mind you, this is in Jordan's 5th championship race, right? So this is him coming off the 3-peat. He retires. He comes back.
This is 1998, so this would be his 6th.
No, 1998 was the Jazz. I mean, was the Utah that was the Jazz. This is the 5th one. This is 1997.
We're talking about the Pacers.
Yeah, the Pacers. This is the 5th championship in '97. So this is him coming off the retirement.
No, wait, wasn't it the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals?
No, the '98 one. The '98 championship was was this the Eastern Conference Finals for '98?
Yeah, no, this is the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, okay.
1997 and 1998, they went in the finals. It was against the Jazz.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
Yeah, in 1998, the Eastern Conference Finals was against the Pacers.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right, and that still like stands at like this is him trying to 3-peat for the 2nd time, and a 3-peat had never been done before. Like, so this is him trying to have their 2nd 3-peat, and it's like he has every excuse to lose. Like, you know what I'm saying, like. You came back, you won 2 more championships, and it's like, that's not the Jordan way, man. Like, I have to at least close this one out. Because remember, the season started, it was already coined as the last dance. It was already said, like, this was the going away ceremony. Jerry Krause had already made that statement.
The piece of shit Jerry Krause was like, no matter, even if he wins every single game of the season, I'm still going to fire Phil Jackson.
Yeah. And then we'll talk about that, too, at the end. Because I feel like Phil Jackson did something in the end that I didn't really like. But you wanna hop into the finals?
So against which ones we want to get into?
Let's just do it in this order, and if we want to go back to early on, we could. Let's do the finals for '98 when they played the Jazz.
So the 1998 finals. Oh my! This is when Pippen came in. What's it called? It was one of the later games. Was it a later game, like the 2nd or 3rd, where he injured his back again?
Yeah, he got injured in the closeout game, actually, the last game, Game 6. But
yeah.
But this, I just wanted to set the stage. Like we have John Stockton, arguably like he's a top 2 point guard of all time, arguably. Sir. Like as far as pure point guard, he's number 1 on the all-time assist list, and he's a big shot maker, Hall of Fame, one of the greatest players ever. And then we have Karl Malone, who's literally number 2 on the all-time scoring list, literally the 2nd best scorer in NBA history. Like no one will probably ever touch his record.
Yes, sir.
And this is the stage is set now because mind you, and Karl Malone have been playing together for a very long time, but they just weren't and never able to just break through and win a championship. Even in Jordan's absence, they had to play the Rockets and all that, and it's just they just never were able to find that piece.
Yeah.
And now they finally make it to that stage and they're like, yo, this might be one of our last chances to win a championship. We're just sad that they never actually win one.
They never win a championship.
Yeah, the top assist guy and the second scorer in NBA history never won a championship together.
Damn, that
proves.
I was gonna say it's the same thing as you. It proves that a championship definitely isn't the main thing when it comes to winning a when it comes to saying who's the best players of all time. I definitely think it is the cherry on top though, saying that I have 6 freaking championships. I dominated for 6 years and took it to the finals and then won in the finals. You know what I mean? I beat all the best teams. It's definitely the cherry on top, though.
I think it's the measure that sets you apart, right? Because they're great and all that, but the ultimate challenge, you play basketball to win championships, and they're great players, but they're great talents, and you can appreciate the talents. But then when we compare resumes, it's you never got that ring, and that also shows how important and how cherished the ring should be. Rings don't come around that often. Like Jordan winning 6 is an anomaly. Like it's not something that happens like where one person is just able to do it with like a different set of guys over and over and over.
Bill
and over.
Russell with how many?
Yeah, but those were before like the modern NBA. Those were like 12
Yeah.
teams
But
back
it's
then.
still like, what? How much does he have? Like 18?
He has 11.
Oh, okay, 11. That's still
Yeah.
a lot of shit ton.
Yeah, but it was just like him and Wilt going over and over. He just kept beating Wilt, but like he had a
Oh,
better
okay.
team. But that's something else.
The
But,
mailman,
yeah,
the
man.
mailman could not deliver.
Mailman can the mail.
He couldn't
So-
deliver.
So you want to talk about the well, now we find out it's called the pizza game, not the flu game anymore. The poison pizza game, the food poisoning game.
So it was. I heard this before that it was actually food poisoning and not the flu.
Yeah, I think some people knew, or a lot of people knew, but it's the flu game, bro, because it's so iconic. It's just like the flu game shoes are like some of the most iconic colorways for like
But
Jordan.
the thing is, can't they both be on the same level? Because food poisoning
Yeah.
isn't something
Yeah.
to like scoff about. People say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got food poisoning." Like, no, you would be bedridden if you have food poisoning.
Bro, I know, said like
Yeah, no.
The food
I've had that
poisoning
too.
is the flu for like a shorter period of time. basically,
Exactly.
'cause
Food poisoning is bad.
yeah, food poisoning is like the flu for like 2 days.
This thing is bad. You just gotta just shit everything out and then you'll probably be good. But like, no.
And then your mind, like you have like this beating headache, and you're like,
Yeah,
you're like
oh my
discombobulated.
God.
Can't even keep my eyes open. I couldn't even imagine running down the court full speed.
Ooh, and it's like well, specifically is like when there's like when you have like an injury, right? Like, oh, I hurt my like freaking arm, right? Something like that. I feel like that's like kind of like external in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's kind of hard.
You can
it's
just like
easy-
not like use that limb so hard. You can't like
Exactly.
If you hurt your leg,
But
you
when
just
it's
run a
your
little late.
this is your stomach. This is like inside. You know what I mean? There's not like
And
a
the
cut.
headache, like the headache
Yeah,
and the
it's-
lights, and you know, like there's flashing lights at a basketball game. There's like
and
fast
it's
movements.
loud. It is
And no
loud
one's
in there.
and no one's gonna go easy on Michael Jordan because he has the flu. Like everyone's still coming at him. They're like
Exactly.
throwing him on the ground like they usually do. They're like bumping him and like all this stuff. And it's just like, yeah,
Because like some people are like, oh, it was freaking food poisoning. That's not even that bad. And I'm like, okay, bro.
those are just haters though. Those
Exactly.
are people that were
It's
watching
just-
to see something. Like
Freaking no! This is from long before when I heard this. Like it was like
Yeah.
one of my boys was like, "Oh, it wasn't even a flu game. That's a lie. It was food poisoning." And I'm like, "Okay, it's still pretty bad though.
yeah.
You can't. Have you had food poisoning before, bro? I can swear that you would be like at home, like just dead, basically."
You want to talk about it? So do you think like what do you think is up with that whole story with the guys in the pizza and like 5 of them showing up and then
I
they gave
think-
Jordan
oh, it was
this, like,
definitely
poison pizza?
It was definitely
in Utah.
rigged.
Like that's so weird to me. Like what did they do to that pizza? Because
Yeah.
like, that's such a weird thing.
You gotta understand too how many guys delivered the pizza. Like 6
Yeah.
of them.
And then just the fact that they knew that it was Jordan they were making a pizza from. Like even if you make shitty pizza, if you're making a pizza for Jordan, you're not gonna make it your shittiest pizza. You know what I mean? You're gonna make it your best
Exactly.
possible pizza.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
how did the pizza you make for Jordan be the one that's like contaminated? or
They
something?
rigged it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
And,
gotta
like,
be
I know like
s-
food poisoning could be like undercooked food or something, but I'm pretty sure if you're undercooking food, you're not gonna undercook Jordan's milk.
Exactly. No, and I doubt it's that hard to undercook a pizza, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's just bread, freaking cheese and sauce. Once you got the hang of it, then you're just chilling.
Yeah.
Meat is something else though, because meat, regardless of like sometimes every single piece of meat could be different just because the size and whatever. So it's like that's
Yeah.
difficult. But it's just straight up pizza, bro. It definitely like if you're working at a store, you already know how long it takes to freaking cook that shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think anyone ever talked about that. Like,
That's 100% rigged, dude. Because even the dude, one of the security guards, I think it was, he was like, I have a bad feeling about this.
feeling
So he
about
didn't-
this, yeah, sure.
So he didn't. So he didn't.
about this pizza.
So he didn't eat it. It was only Jordan who
Yeah.
ate that whole thing. And imagine that too. Even if you have like if it's like minor, if you eat it from like you eat a slice, bro, and you get screwed up. He ate the whole pie.
whole pie, yeah. That's crazy actually.
The dude ate the whole pie, and he was just like curled up around his toilet bowl, just he throwing up all day.
Yeah.
Like no, this dude was done. Dude was done.
Yeah. And then, huh?
they lost. Didn't they lose the game?
No, he scored 38 points and they won.
Oh, they won. Okay.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing because they said the whole first half he had like 2 points and it was like
Yeah. And later on, he just went
struggling.
ham. Did you see how sweaty this dude was?
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you, it could just look like more because he's bald. So it's like, there's,
but
there's
there's like
nothing there on his
pictures
head.
like there's pictures of like that picture where like he's walking and like he's leaning like on Scotty's chest and like Scotty's just like holding him up. Like that's literally they said that was him every time out. Like someone was like literally holding him and it's like, bro, like are you good? Like you're really bugging out right now.
He's
and,
literally
like,
dying out
the
there.
first half he's like out of it, just like a decoy or something. In the second half, they said like in the fourth quarter, he just starts exploding and just starts doing his thing.
He really said, I bro, fuck it, and just started going off.
That's what I'm saying. He was like, all right, enough of this stuff. And I also think that with something like the flu or food poisoning, where you have like to sweat like that a lot. I think like the more you sweat, the more you get out of your system. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I can
like,
understand that.
Yeah, so I think like halfway through the game, like or something like that, he's probably like sweating it out. Because you know how they say like sometimes you have the flu, like you just have to like sweat it out or something.
Yeah.
Or like
that's why you gotta that's why you gotta like stay warm and crap like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. He probably like felt. Better
and since he was throwing up and not eating that much too, it probably the throwing up probably got it out of his system a good decent amount.
Yeah.
But like he was still the dude was down bad, bro.
Yeah.
And then later on in the series, Mr. Scottie Pippen hurt his back.
Yeah. This is the part where they segment over to Steve Kerr though, which is a stat.
Oh
story.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he lost his dad.
Too. Yeah, I didn't even know about that either. And you heard him say that like him and Jordan, like even after Jordan lost his dad, they just never like talked about it.
They never talked about it
because they knew it like hurt too much. Yeah.
I mean,
that's sad because both their dads got killed.
Both of them got like murdered.
Yeah.
But his dad was in where is Beirut again?
I don't know. I know it's in the Middle East though.
Yeah,
I don't know
I think it sound. Oh wow! I just heard of Beirut, and it's the fourth option is Steve Kerr. Beirut is in Lebanon. Yeah.
Lebanon. Yeah.
It's that's Africa, right?
Is Lebanon is in the Middle East or is in Asia, I believe. It's not in Africa. I know that. It's in the Middle East. It's like an Arab country.
Oh, Western Asia. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like right there. I thought it was like at like the northern tip of Africa.
Why's everything called the Middle East if it's in Western Asia?
I have no idea, bro. They just decide to freaking like exclude it. It's like, oh wait, there's 3 different sections of Asia. We have the Eastern, which is the Chinese and the Japanese. We got the Southern, where it's the Indians. We got the Western, where it's the Arabs.
Wait, I'm literally looking at like whatchamacallit right now at Asia right now. Like that's so far from the middle. It's literally on the edge. It's literally touching. You're right. It's very close to Africa. It's like right on the border. Of, like,
yeah. That's why I thought because it's like like that, like Morocco. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same region, like same area. Like obviously, give or take.
We're turning into a geography podcast, but
give or take a few thousand miles. You know.
Aesthetically, I feel like if they left the whole like Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen part like as a part of Africa, it look nicer. As like the shape.
Aesthetically. You know, aesthetically, I think Australia and Japan should be considered the same area. You know. Yeah. I don't know, man. Just because they're different culturally doesn't really mean they're not the same place.
It's all man.
One has kangaroos, the other has hentai. You know, almost the same.
Bro. Oh. Right.
Well, anyway, back to basketball.
Back to basketball and Steve Kerr's dad. Steve Kerr just seemed. First of all, Steve Kerr's high out of his mind, right? Let's just acknowledge that. This dude looks stoned at every single moment of that.
That's so true. It really is true.
But it's like we accepted that he's always stoned, and it's like it's okay. Like he has back problems. It's okay. He just like, only does it because of the back problems.
he's you know he might be on the Percocet, but you know it's okay.
The Bean beating his ass. The Chris be beating his ass. but at all moments, Steve Kerr looks hot. But he still looks so sad because his eyes are like, he just looks sad. Like,
Yeah, I
that
know,
made
I
me
know,
sad.
I know.
But that
But
adds
this,
to it too. Like, remember when he said like before when he was like, I know I'm not the best player or something, but like I have like the competitiveness to do that. Like he you could tell he carries a lot of baggage like on his shoulders. Like when
yeah,
he said
yeah,
when his
yeah,
father
yeah.
died, he just dived into like making sure that he'd make it to the NBA and all that.
Mhm,
And it's like
mhm,
so many people like that. It's like if you gave like Melo, like if you gave Melo your mentality or someone gave you Melo's skill set, you'd probably be like one of the greatest players of all times. But it's just
mhm,
like
mhm, mhm.
it's not a meeting of the two because sometimes you have one where it's like the guy is a great player, but then he just doesn't have like the mindset of that
Exactly,
would make
exactly.
him like you know what I mean. And then
Mhm,
like
mhm,
sometimes it's just like this guy is just like he works so hard just to like get like because he said like he was getting like 5 shots a game or something. Like every
mhm,
shot was like so crucial to him, and it's like he's doing all this preparation for those like small moments. And you know Jordan had to respect that in him too to be able to like trust him. If Jordan's gonna pass you the ball on the final shot for like the game-winning shot of the series, you best believe that like he damn near believes like everything in you. And like I think that that's a testament to who Steve Kerr is as like a person and all that.
mhm,
Just being
mhm.
able to earn Jordan's respect that measures a man. Like Jordan's respect can measure a man. If you
Facts,
get what I'm saying.
facts.
That's yeah.
And especially after the time when they got into that fight, like
Yeah.
Steve Kerr definitely brought himself up. Like he was like, I'm gonna try my best to be like a crucial part of this team.
Yeah, and did you hear what he said about John Paxson? How he said that when, like his first year was Paxson's last year, and
Yeah,
then he
yeah, yeah.
said like I was watching film and I was like, that's who I need to be. Like that's my role right there.
Mhm,
I need to become the new John Paxson for this team.
mhm,
And he said
mhm,
like his last year, like John Paxson was telling him like, yeah, man, you got to get him to trust you. Like you have to earn his trust so that
mhm,
he'll rely on you. You know, because John Paxson was literally that in the
mhm,
beginning. It was like John Paxson was the one hitting those big shots
mhm.
that like whenever like he was getting double team or triple team, and now it's like Steve Kerr's the one hitting those shots.
Is John
So that
Paxson
was
like a Hall of Famer?
John Paxson is not a Hall of Famer. He's
Okay,
not.
I feel like
Yeah,
I've heard his name a lot.
he's a cool player though. People like he's definitely well respected.
Okay,
He's
okay,
like
okay.
he's Jordan's shooter. He's like Jordan. You know, how Kyle Korver was like for a time
Yeah,
was like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
LeBron's shooter, and people just
Mhm.
liked him because he was like
He was
a
like
popular player as a shooter.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like he wasn't like the best and he wasn't like the worst, but he definitely
Yeah,
did help out when time
that
when like time
that's the
came.
white boy role too. It's low key like they're always cool too. Like
Hmm.
the shooters, it's
Oh
always like
yeah,
this white guy that's like
the oldie
cool.
bros, the
Yeah,
oldies. Well,
huh?
Kyle Korver out here helping out Mr. Giannis now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's,
And it's
I like
just like
I
you
like
just do your.
that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.
Giannis needs to learn how to shoot a basketball correctly. It's kind of
Hey,
pissing me off.
bro. Hey, bro. He'll come out of quarantine and just fucking. He
Yeah,
about to be.
okay.
He about to be like, "All right, bro. Turn this
Wait,
shit to 20 feet, bro. I'm gonna dunk on that real quick."
yo, let's just go into a tangent. Why does Giannis not have a basketball court? Like, why is he complaining that he doesn't have a basketball court at his house? Like,
Giannis
what?
doesn't have a basketball court at his house.
Yeah, this is the first thing he said when the quarantine started. Like, he's like, I haven't played basketball, and he's like, I don't have a court. And I'm like, well, what? Why would you have a house without a court? Like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you at least
Damn.
have a hoop up or something?
Wait. Even if that, you just get it made.
I mean, now is probably not the time because people probably aren't gonna like be willing to. I don't know. It's probably hard to get it made now, but like, why this whole time has he not had a court? I mean, he probably lives next to the practice facility, so he probably thought like, oh, I could just go to practice right there or something.
Yeah, I feel like
Probably never thought there
that's
would
like
ever
that's
come a time where like it'd be
that,
closed.
that probably was why because
Yeah,
he probably just went like straight to the facility was like I bet I'm literally gonna go to like an actual practice and stuff like that, and I know he did practice with actual players and stuff too, so
yeah.
it's like
No, the facilities they like players like can get in there at like 3 o'clock in the morning if they want. It's just like so it's gonna be open for them. Well,
oh no
before
I
this.
mean like he probably like trained with other people, so it probably it's like since it's an actual facility you have all the gear there, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
I,
he probably just
I,
didn't like he probably just slipped. I mean, it makes sense, Kobe, though, because before you never had to even you never had to like you never had to make one. So it's like
yeah.
okay,
You probably
now
didn't
all
see
of a
this
sudden,
coming.
even doesn't LeBron just have a hoop in his driveway or something?
I
Like
mean,
that's
I'm
it.
I'm pretty sure LeBron has some other stuff though.
Okay, true.
Yeah, LeBron definitely should have some other stuff.
Because I remember one clip I saw, like he came home and he saw his kids just
Yeah.
playing basketball in the driveway. So it's like, wait,
driveway, yeah.
they just have it in the driveway? They don't have a whole court?
No, but I'm pretty sure they have like something else. Wait,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't want to keep going back to like Asian geography, but like, isn't it mind blowing how like Mongolia is actually a country and it's just like
what is a country?
Mongolia?
Why is that weird?
Because like the Mongols, like they just were wilding and then they got their own country.
Oh, you mean, okay. So basically, you mean they just like, you're like, what the fuck? Why do they have a country? They don't deserve one.
Bro, that's actually mind blowing to me. Like they really were like, nah, we'll keep some of this stuff that we took though. Like, don't you find that wild? They were just riding all over the place, just taking stuff over. Like, this dude had like, they said he had like, I'm not even sure, but I'm pretty sure they said he had over like 500, and like he got like over 500 women pregnant. I mean,
Oh yeah, no, isn't like 1 in 12 people like related to him or something?
what the fuck? So that means that whole country.
No, wait, no. That's like Genghis Khan, but isn't he a Mongol?
Yeah. No, he is a Mongol. He's Genghis Khan. He is the Mongol.
Yeah. Isn't like 1 in 12 people are like blood related to him?
What the? How is this guy allowed to have so much clout? Like, how is he allowed to have so much clout? Why does he have so much clout?
1 in 12.
They said he had like 1,000 like kids or something like that.
Related to.
Is it across the world or just in that region?
Well, hold up.
Because I can see like,
it's okay. It's not 12. It says okay. What the first thing I see is, but wait. There's a video that's from the Smithsonian Channel that says why Genghis Khan has 16 million living relatives.
Yo, bro.
And then 1 in 200 men are direct descendants of Genghis Khan.
Wait, what? Say that again?
1 in 200 men are direct descendants of Genghis Khan.
Yo.
This dude was...
I was just looking at the map because we were just looking earlier at
this dude was straight spitting, bro.
And I'm like, yo, Mongolia is a pretty huge country for like, I mean like land-wise. It's for like this dude that just was wilding. He just literally just took stuff over.
How did we transition back to...
I'm sorry. It was bothering me because I was just looking at it and I was like, looking at the biggest countries, and I was
all
like,
we need to know is Michael Jordan ain't the only shooter.
In fact, he was shooting crazy. Yo, you understand how crazy
related?
That is? Like,
going back to white boy shooters, Kyle Korver. Wait, hold up. Kyle Korver, freaking Steve Kerr, and then Genghis Khan.
The top shooters of all time. Yo, hold up. Let me look up how many because I think I underplayed how many like kids he has, right? I mean like how many wives he has. Cause I said like 500, but I'm pretty sure it was way more than that. Hold up.
That's so
this is our last tangent. Can you like cut this part out?
I'm gonna keep this in. This is funny, bro. I'm keeping this in.
All right, hello. Let me see his wives or woman he got pregnant.
Oh my god.
Yo, this one dude is bugging. Woman pregnant. Let me see what they say.
I wonder if you'll be able to get any information.
The soup. Okay, you said he has 16 million male descent. Okay, I heard that. I'm trying to find out where he talked about how many women he got pregnant. Because I remember I heard it and I was like, wait. Like, he first married.
There's a Science Plus video saying, are you related to Genghis Khan? You might be related to Genghis Khan.
Wow, I found it. Oh my god. This says survivors were subject to pillage and rape. Some were used as human shields in front of the Mongol army during subsequent... Yo, these guys were bugging. They were using humans as shields. That's so unnecessary. Yo,
you really said that's so unnecessary. Why is that what you say about it?
Because why do you have to pick up a human and use them as a shield? There's not a million other things you can use as a shield. What is it about a human that makes a good shield? Like who looks at this human? This guy would make a great shield if I just like killed him and just use his body as a shield.
That is so unnecessary.
That's so brutal. Imagine an army riding into your town and they just have a bunch of niggas just as their shield. Like, what is going on, bro? You're just shooting at these non-moving humans that are just picked up in the air on horses.
Oh my god.
Okay, but this is the part about the woman. This is the meat of the story. After conquering a territory, Genghis Khan would get first pick of the woman and add it to his harem. I don't even know what that means.
Harem, yeah.
Harem. Oh, okay. And it says some estimates suggest that he impregnated over 1,000 different women. What in the world?
Goodness gracious, this dude is really a shooter.
He was shooting people in. He was no. I'm not even gonna end that one.
He was shooting people and he was shooting in people.
Yo, this man. He had.
Okay, let's go back to basketball, bro. I'm gonna make this a highlight, bro. This is definitely gonna be one of the first highlights on the channel, bro.
His mother. Wow. He has
shooter.
1.5 million like grandchildren in China.
Oh my god, bro. All right, back to basketball. What
All
else?
right,
What else do we have? So, in the 1998 finals, I know. Okay, so towards the end of it.
Well, are we done with Steve?
I think basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Besides, we went back to that story because we told the story last time, but now they talked about it here. Where I made the mistake of thinking that what he said was actually true about the him winning the game winner in game 6.
That's hilarious. He was successful in his attempt to like change history. He actually changed it.
And now because of the documentary, he's like, damn it, man, the secret's out.
Imagine seeing it with no context and just be like, "Oh wow, that's what happened."
Oh damn,
Steve Kerr
Oh damn, Steve Kerr. Okay, no wonder you're the fourth. You're like he's like the. You know how like they show like the picture? It's like Phil Jackson. It's like is MJ, Pippen, Rodman, and they also have Steve Kerr. It's like, oh okay, no wonder you're there, man. You're one of the goats. You're one of the goats. White people trying to get their little facts in. Like, hey man. It wasn't only the black people; the white people were there too.
Bro, I'm like, have you heard of John Stockton?
He's like, yeah, but we claim him. We don't want you. All right, get out of here. That's our white boy, all right, not yours. Get out of here.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Freaking white Americans had ass. Like, wait. We're not racist. We played basketball too. You know, John Stockton. You know,
You're good too.
Steve Kerr. You know, one of the goats.
Like, you know who Jerry West is? He's the logo of the basketball. He's the greatest player of all time. Yo, just a random tangent again. Jerry West is actually very underrated.
Oh, facts. Okay.
Yeah, Jerry West is.
Also, I forgot the name. The dude from the Kings, White Chocolate. They used to call him, I think.
Oh yeah, Jason Williams.
Yes, sir.
There's some good white players, man. Jerry West averaged 31 points on season, and that was like in the 70s. And he was just shooting threes.
Big Baller said, "All right."
He said, "You're gonna put me on the logo." Do you think they should put Jordan on the logo?
I think they should put Kobe on the logo.
I think it's too late to put Jordan on the logo since his logos are so big with like the Jordan brand.
Oh yeah.
If you put him on a logo, it's like not free promo, but it's like it is free promo too. Because like everything, like you know how like Spalding now owns the rights. Well, used to own it. Now I think who owns the rights to the basketball now? It used to be Spalding. Now it's what is it?
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah, Wilson. Wilson bought the rights, so you can't really put a Jordan logo on it because then it's like that's a whole nother brand itself.
Yeah.
And they'll probably be like, no, like that's the Jordan brand. Like you can't put that on the basketball.
Yeah.
But Kobe. But the thing about Kobe too is Kobe does have his own logo as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Mamba stuff.
Yeah, and he has like Kobe gear and like it's already like the trademark like logo.
Brand and stuff. Okay.
I don't know, cause I feel like they wouldn't even want to change it because it's like how universal it is. You have to change like the logo and on everything.
True.
Because that's the thing. People don't know. When you change the logo, you have to change the logo on literally everything you have it on. Every billboard, every like anything you do, you just have to change it. Like the designs for everything you have.
Oh yeah, so it'll be really annoying to do that.
Yeah, and it's a long process, costly too.
Oh yeah,
and I don't think the NBA is in a space right now where it's just like.
Oh yeah, right now they can't do anything.
Yeah. The thing is, if they air games like on prime time, right? I mean, I know they are airing games like on NBA TV, but if they just aired games like it was like a regular season, like some of the big games, I think people would tune in and watch it, and that's still ratings, right? So like,
oh yeah, no, 100%. But
or they should have been doing that.
They just been doing that on NBA TV, right?
Yeah, I know they are doing it on NBA TV, but I mean like on like ESPN, like you know how ESPN has like a prime time matchup. If they like advertised it like tomorrow night, the Spurs play in Game 5 of the Miami Heat series, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like people
Yeah.
would tune in and watch like it would actually, even if it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
everyone, that's still like money they can make for like
Oh yeah,
for
100%,
revenue.
100%, 100%.
Because how do you feel about the season coming back? Do you think
Is it coming back? I never heard any. I didn't see any. Of, like,
Everyone is like they wanted to come back, right? So that's a good thing. Like all the players had the meeting, and it was like all the top players like Kawhi, LeBron, KD. Well, not KD because he's not playing. But like,
oh wait,
Giannis and all
first of all, let's
and-
first say, okay, are we basically done with the Last Dance?
No. This is just a change.
Okay. We'll continue.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just saying like
Continue.
Like, they all had a meeting saying that they wanted to bring the season back, and I think it's like an incomplete season doesn't sit right with me because it's like this was such a people were like is LeBron gonna
Yeah,
this year?
this was one of the big seasons.
Yeah, and it was like after Kobe's death, and it's like this championship go back to LA the year after Kobe's passing, and like there's like the Clippers with their super team, and it was like LeBron with his super team. It's like the
Vince
battle
Carter.
for LA. It's like there's so much other stakes for this year. Like I would have rather like just see it leak all the way into next year.
Vince Carter also freaking just retired.
Yeah, it's just so much incomplete stuff that I just want to see.
Yeah, facts.
The storylines that are specific to this year. I think we have to hop back on the Last Dance.
Let's finish it off with continuing with the Last Dance. This is probably looking like a long episode, so I think I'm gonna post this on Saturday instead of Wednesday. I'm gonna make this a full. I'm just gonna make it like a full thing.
Yeah,
it's the last one too, so it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what else happened? Okay, so
they briefly talked about Gus, his security guard.
Oh yeah, that's real. That's a good dude though, right there.
Yeah,
that's a good dude.
Like the second father figure, basically.
Specifically, he make sure to check up on him after his own dad died.
Yeah,
right there for
and
him.
Like that became that for him. Yeah.
And he got brain cancer, was it?
Lung cancer.
Oh, lung cancer.
Yeah, shout out to Gus, man.
That's facts, dude. You saw that one game, one of the last games where he was back there and he got the ball from the game ball from Jordan.
I might have missed that part.
Nah, this like they I forgot what they played. I think it was in one of the important games. I don't think it was just in the random season. But he got Jordan stole like the game ball and gave it to him, and like they were just talking in like the locker. And this, you know it's that thing when somebody isn't crying, but you know they're like they feel sad and happy at the you know what I mean. But they don't physically show it, but you can tell that's how they're feeling. Just from the way they're talking, I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in Jordan. You can tell the people he has a soft spot for. Like he's hard and stuff, but he has people that he has a soft spot for. I think like even when he talks about Pippen, you can kind of hear it. Like it's like kind of like he's talking, but you could tell like he has a lot of love for him. Even like when he talks about Phil, this weird like hypnotism effect on like Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Like he just had a way of just like getting in his head. And, like,
it was
just
like,
controlling
damn, bro, that's really that dude right there. And it just it goes to show that Jordan really just like you said, he had a soft spot for certain people.
Yeah,
so, you know, that's just tough, man. It's like it's one of those things that it's like kind of like it's like it's like a sad, but it makes you feel like the wholesome happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was the GOAT. That security guard was the GOAT.
Yeah, man. So he comes back for the series against the Utah, the last series, right?
Oh yes, sir.
So now it's game 2, right? And they just came from who won game 2 actually? Let me look that up.
Wasn't it 1-1?
I believe it was, but I wanted to know who won like game 2. Okay, so game 1, the Jazz win, and game 2, the Bulls win, right?
Yes.
So let's hop into our man, Dennis Rodman, who leaves from the game 3 practice, like the practice before game 3, to go literally have a ball with the WWE, have a crazy party with his girlfriend.
This dude really went to go wrestle. He went to wrestle in the middle of a final series.
In the middle, imagine you're a Bulls fan and you're like, you're just flipping through the channel, and then you just go and then you just see like Dennis Rodman just wilding out. Like this is a live event. Isn't he supposed to be practicing with the team?
I wonder
Just
how
like,
the fans were just like, yo, why is he here? Don't you have game 3 like tomorrow or something?
of the finals, bro.
Final
And like he has to
championship.
fly there, so you know there's like jet lag. Like
And
there's
it's,
all this
it's
stuff
nothing
that
to
goes
nothing
into
to
it that
scoff
is just-
about. It's the Utah Jazz too, you know,
Yeah,
top assistant and top one of the top scorers. Like it's not like any like, oh yeah, it's just like the fucking like
yeah.
fucking dickhead like Phoenix Suns or some shit. Like
Shout out to him. Anyway, what can we call it? So like, and he goes over there to party or whatever, and then like he comes back, and then like feels like, I mean, that's just Dennis, man. It's like
yeah, it's
not
like,
even
oh
anything
my
behind
God.
it. And I just wanted to point out the fact that like that's one of the reasons why teams usually don't three-peat twice or win 6 championships in 8 years, because like there's so much stuff that makes people lose focus, right? Like there's like after like your second, third championship, like the stuff that you put into it, right? It's so hard for you to be able to do it again.
Exactly.
And have that same motivation.
This is your
right?
after
So-
your 5th championship.
Yeah, so Dennis Rodman is like the perfect example for that. Like he's like, bro, we literally like have won like the past like 2 championships like since Jordan's been back. So it's like he's thinking like, bro, like it's not that deep for me. Like, you know, like it's deep for y'all. I'm gonna have fun and then come back. Like I'll meet y'all up again. And like just Phil Jackson not like being like, hey, like what are you doing? Like you can tell that's the relationship they had. Or I'll accept you for what you do as long as when we get
You come
between
back.
those
You
lines,
come back and
you
perform
accept-
for me.
Exactly. You perform and you accept what I tell you to do, right? And he literally comes back and it just like feels like, all right, man, like get back into this joint. Let's just do it.
And he was pulling it too. He was making sure, you know, it was coming up. The freaking
Yeah.
the one little sequence where he continuously kept making Karl Malone drop onto the floor. That's so
Yeah.
funny how it wasn't called. Nothing was called on that. The dude was just like he would get up at the same time and just get hit
Yeah.
and make him. And on the way down of him falling, he just makes sure he hits Karl Malone so he falls down with him too. They
Yeah.
fall down in
Karl
total like
Malone is a
5
huge
times.
man. That's a
Yeah, that's a
man.
big dude. That's a big dude.
Yeah.
What did he?
It was just
What position was he? Center?
He's like a power forward.
Okay,
center, yeah.
okay. But that's a big dude.
Yeah.
Like, just continuously kept hitting him, so he kept falling on the floor. Like that was 5 times he's tripped him.
Yeah.
Like, the freaking ref is right there too. The ref is right in front of them. He's looking at them too, and he's just like, "Okay, guys, you want to get to the other side of the court already or not?"
and Jordan's appointed like a rival for this series. He chooses Byron Russell, just measly Byron Russell. And he's like, you're gonna be my motivation, because every game he has to find a reason to be motivated to. He has to find a
find a
vendetta.
reason to kill somebody.
Yeah, even if it's gonna be like a reporter or like something somebody said to him, like he found it in Byron Russell 3 years prior, telling him when he was retired that like, whatchamacallit, like you retired because you knew I was coming and you just wanted to hide from me. It's obviously a joke,
Damn.
But in Jordan's era, it's just like, oh really? Like,
Oh,
you think, like,
really though?
yeah, that's how you
Alright.
feel. Okay.
Bet.
He's like,
I'ma
I'm
bring
gonna
the
give
heat.
you this work right here and just
I'ma
literally
bring the
lit
heat.
him up.
He said, "Pow, pow." That's a 1-2, baby.
just had to do it, man. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention another Hall of Famer on that team. Jeff Hornacek, that's another Hall of Famer. So
Oh, okay. So
this
they
team
got
did
4?
have 3 Hall of Famers.
4?
Huh?
The
No,
4 Hall
3
of
for this
Famers?
team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was the Pacers
second.
that had the other
Oh,
team.
okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
They were facing Hall of Famers like wherever they went.
It's literally laughable, this whole like this weird argument.
No competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just lied. Jeff Hornacek isn't a Hall of Famer. I actually wrote him down as my top players not in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He's not
But
a Hall of Famer, but he's like one of those perennial Hall of Famers. And he came
He's
up on the ballot
basically-
for the Hall of Fame a few times, but
So
they
he's
just never
like
elected him.
he's like basically a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's like the borderline of where it's like, should he be in the Hall of Fame? Should he not? And then like a lot of people have him in there, some don't.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a career like 15 points per game scorer, like back then, and all that. He shot 52% from the 3-point line at one point. Like, so it's like,
Oh, okay. Damn.
yeah.
Okay, so he was pretty good then. He was pretty good. So they basically
Yeah.
had three Hall of Famers that went at that. And it was toward the end where Pippen injured himself. What did he do? He went up for went up for a shot and he just like tweaked it.
Oh, I don't even know. I think they said it was.
What happened? You kind of.
They said that he re-injured his knee. Was that what hurt him early on in his career?
No, it was his back that he hurt.
Oh, it was his back.
Yeah, it was his back.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing too of the whole championship fatigue. You realize when you win a championship, that means you have to play every single playoff game, right, till the finals, right? So that's like an extra, like, what, 30 games a year, right? So you're playing above 100 games every single year, over and over and over and over again. You're playing. Everyone else is playing like 82 games. Maybe some good lucky teams make it to 90 games, and you're like playing like 105, 110 games every single season, right? So
But like,
your
imagine
NBA
the
season
series.
is a lot.
If it's
Yeah,
five to six games per series, and if you bring it to game, like if you bring it to 7, like that's even more.
Yeah, exactly. And these are all like tough series. They're like mad physical, where everything is on the line.
Extremely.
Like, how many times can you keep putting it all on the line? Well, that's why I think it's so hard for that 3 thing. Like, even look at this past year with the Warriors. Like, that team was healthy enough to 3-peat, but that team wasn't able to 3-peat because they couldn't stay healthy. That's usually the problem a lot of great teams run into when they're trying to 3-peat. It's like that 3rd championship. It's like players get hurt, stars get hurt. Yeah. And this year it was Clay and KD. They just both were out. They couldn't play anymore.
Oh, not just them. Steph and Draymond got injured too, didn't they?
Yeah, but I mean, like this past one, like even like when they had everything was there for their taking, and it's just KD just like blows his this guy's
ACL or something.
Yeah, Clay blows his ACL.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just like it's just, that's the reality of what. That's why the greatness of the team 3-peating twice should never go understated, because like that's not an easy thing to do. That's not easy to
did Kobe
stay
3P
mentally
as well?
focused. Huh?
Did Kobe 3P as well?
No, I don't think Kobe ever 3-peated. I think he got 2, and then he
two, then 1 or something.
I believe so. Let me look it up. Championship years. Yeah, so he actually did 3-peat.
Oh yeah, 2000, 2001, 2002.
Yeah, and that was the Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, and then 2009 and 2010 was with like Pau Gasol and like the other guys.
Yeah, and that's a Shaq and Kobe, Phil Jackson duo. So Phil Jackson knows how to keep his teams focused.
Phil Jackson was there. Oh yeah, Phil Jackson's the GOAT.
Phil Jackson was literally the luckiest man alive. He inherited Jordan and Pippen, and then literally moved on to Kobe and Shaq. Like, how much more lucky? We're gonna talk about something big at the end, like Phil Jackson. I don't even know, like, how close are we to did we cover? How much did we cover? Because I want to get into
most
this.
of it. I think we covered most of the stuff that happened.
Yeah,
we can get into it if we want to. We're still talking about technically like The Last Dance if we're talking about Phil Jackson.
Okay, so let's just close out the series. Let's close out the series. So,
I bet.
Yeah. So that iconic play where because remember, I think it was game 5, I believe. That's the game that Jordan steals the ball. No. That's actually game 6. That's the closeout.
Game 6. Okay. Yeah.
So Jordan steals the ball from Carmelo.
He pops out from the other side of him.
With 28 seconds. Yep. Steals the ball from him and then goes to the other side of the floor
and crosses him up.
Guess who he's facing? The old Byron Russell, the shit talker, huh? 1-on-1 for all the marbles for the championship right here. Right, left, a heavy push off, but you know.
a little heavy push off, back between the legs, dropped him, ankles taken. Shooter.
5 seconds on the clock.
A little.
Finally. 5 seconds. The series over. And it's like, what a fitting end.
And then you realize, I didn't realize this right after, but right after Kukoc dunks the ball too, right?
Yeah.
He puts the nail in the coffin and was like, I bet. Bam! He hammed on them.
But it's just like, that's so fitting. Like that end to everything. Really. Like the fact that he capped off the last championship with like the game-winning shot. With like such an iconic play. That was just crazy.
Doesn't he? Well, he retires after this and he comes back again, right?
He does come back, but like we don't talk about it. That's virtually not true.
That's like him.
You know how when I say Avatar, you pretend like you don't know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Wait. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So
okay.
If anyone brings up Jordan after this year, it's like, what are you talking about?
Who did he play out again?
I don't know what you're talking about, so I couldn't answer that.
The Magic? Oh, I don't think that exists. Poof.
But But yeah, man.
Abracadabra made the last years of Jordan be vanished.
Yep. So now let's talk about the drama. The drama. This is where the
Okay.
drama of the Last Dance came. This is what it's been
Sir.
building up for the whole time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
guess what? At the end, now guess who's like, oh, all right, Phil. Like, I know we said at the beginning of the season you could win 82 games every game, but we are not bringing you back. So then the owner goes to let me get the names right. Just are you like caught up on this part?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So yeah, Jerry Reinsdorf, right?
Yeah,
he goes
yeah.
he goes to Phil and he's like, I know what Jerry Krause said, like about you never being able to come back, but like I'll give you one last chance. Like I'll give you this last chance. Like you earned the right to come back again and try to do it again, get a 7th championship. You know what I'm saying? And like he's like oh, like no, like I want to take a break, right? This is what he tells Jerry Reinsdorf, right? But then he goes back to the team, right? Because remember they showed that clip that they told Jordan that he never saw before when Jerry Reinsdorf is saying that like I gave him the chance to come back. Because yes, it's true that Jerry Krause said that it was the end of it and all that. It's like,
but he doesn't get the last.
Phil
say.
Jackson was kind of not even kind of. Phil Jackson high key lied, all right? Because that whole ceremony that he had said he had with his team, where he told them like put your best memories in in a trash can. Let's have like this moment where we talk about how much we care about each other, and then we burn it and we just have like this kumbaya moment at the end of it. This was all a part of Phil Jackson's ploy to like get out of there. Because okay, the problem they ran into was that after winning so many championships, right, all the contracts are expiring. Pippen wants a new contract. Steve Kerr's wants a new contract. Everyone wants a new contract, right? Kukoc, all of them, right? So then they're saying that like the market is gonna like bid very highly for these championship players, right? These championship vets, right? So he's like, there's no way we can bid with the other teams with the salary cap. There's no way we can pay them as much as other teams. So our team is gonna fall apart. This is what Jerry Krause was saying was gonna be the issue for the whole time, right? So then they're like, there's no way they can sign all these players under the cap, and they'll have to rebuild. So they're saying like, if they're gonna rebuild, like they want to start fresh. But I don't like Jordan's like, what do you mean? Like you telling me if you told Steve Kerr like, hey, like sign a 1-year contract so we can get our 7th championship, you're gonna tell me anybody would be like, okay, like I'm refusing that? Like they said the hardest person to convince probably would have been Pippen, but like if you got everyone else in order and then you told Pippen like, okay, I have Jordan, I have Rodman, I have Kerr, I have everyone, the whole band is ready just to get back together for one last run. If we lose this time, then it's over. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me anyone wouldn't have came back? Like everyone would have came back.
Everyone would have been like, I bet, let's get it.
Yeah, so I think the hypocrisy of Phil Jackson is exposed here because he kind of basically leads Jordan to believe that they're okay. Because remember, the whole story is that like they want to get rid of Phil Jackson. And Jordan says, if Phil's going, I'm going, right? Which is what earlier when I was saying that like Phil had like this kind of like hypnotic effect on Jordan where he just like could like get in his head and just make him believe something. Because Jerry Reinsdorf is saying he offered a chance, but that's not what Phil led Jordan to believe. He led them to believe that they were outseeing him. Like, and yes, that's true. The comment that was made earlier was true, right? But there's no reason why, like he wouldn't have communicated that to Jordan, like, hey, like, they offered me the chance to come back. I think he was tired, right? And he wanted to end it, right? Because there's something that says that like Phil was like, okay, like I'm tired, like we did all this and stuff, and then like Jordan's like, that's how Phil feels, like that's not how I feel. Like I feel ready to come back again for a 7th championship, and then I feel like so Phil Jackson goes on to retire, right? And then a few years later, he comes and coaches Kobe and Shaq on the Lakers, right? I think this was a manipulative move right here. I think he ended this team, right? He had a problem. I think he had a silent agreement with the Lakers that after he was done with the Bulls, right? Because mind you, this is all public information that the Bulls are trying to get rid of him, right? And the Lakers have an outstanding roster like coming up. I think he already had a backdoor deal with the owner come there, and he would coach that team. And I think he was just trying to get out of Chicago, and he made it seem like a certain way that it was.
You think so?
I know we've been very hard on Jerry Krause, right? And Jerry Krause is an asshole for like everything that he did, and even wanting to break the team to begin with. But the last say didn't go to the last say went to Jerry Reinsdorf, the owner of the team, and he offered him a chance to come back, and he chose not to come back.
The thing is, I feel like he's justified not coming back because take a look at this from his perspective. he has put his heart into the game for like almost 8 seasons. He's won first. He won 3. He three-peated. He got 3 straight championships. He had to deal with 2 years without Jordan and having to try to make Pippen like the number one option, and then also trying to rebuild in a way because you have to play without Jordan. Then Jordan comes back and he does the three-peat again. But in the last final season, he's already being told that he's going to be ousted. Jerry Krause on all the media is saying, I don't want him anymore. He's had private conversation with him saying, I don't want you back. And he's like, okay, I guess. And then he realizes that he's not the only one leaving. If he leaves, everyone else is getting traded. Jordan's leaving too. So he put all his heart and energy into this last final season. He danced out the final dance, bro. It was the final song in the club, and he's like, I bet I'm sweating it out. And after that, it's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're gonna leave, at least be honest about it. Be like, hey, like they said they'll bring this back, but I'm choosing not to do this.
Yeah,
but the way he presented it to the team, as far as like making it like everyone come together and just like have this like Zen moment, and he's like, because you can genuinely tell that he led Jordan to believe that like they don't want me anymore. They're getting rid of me, and that was true that Jerry Krause didn't want him. But at the end of the day, the owner of the team is Jerry Reinsdorf, and Jerry Reinsdorf came to you, told you that like I'll bring you back, and he never. And one of the biggest issues I have with this is that like it's being shown as if like Jordan like and Jerry Reinsdorf never had this conversation about the fact that they were willing to like compromise and bring Phil back if like they stayed. But like it's like, how does that happen? Like, how does Jordan never have that talk with you all the way to this point? Because they said this was Jordan's first time learning that like Jerry Reinsdorf says that, yeah, I did offer Phil a job. So Phil is low-key like this was the last dance and everything, but this was all made by Phil's choice. Because if he wanted to come back for that 7th championship run, that would have been done. The last decision came up to him. Him leaving was what trickled everything out of place and things like that. And like you could say that, okay, maybe like he's justified for having an ego because like he's like, I'm doing all this and like these guys are like still trying to get rid of me. And it's like, okay, that's true, but like at least be honest with it. Like
that part I can understand. He should have been honest about that, but I can still agree that he did. It makes sense that he didn't want to come back, but he should have definitely told everybody that they've offered this a chance, but I don't feel like coming back. I'm done with this.
Because that's the reality of what happened. He was offered a chance. It wasn't that Jerry Reinsdorf let his championship coach and player just walk out the door. Like he offered the coach a chance. Like, hey, like I know whatever we said. Let's put it all behind us. Let's go for one more. And he's doing. And the only reason he made that choice, honestly, is because that he knew that he had another dynasty that was waiting for him, like in LA. Because then he instantly just goes into. This is at the time Kobe's like still 18, but remember Kobe's like the youngest All-Star ever while Jordan's still playing, right? He's the youngest All-Star ever. People were like, "Yo, this guy is like the second coming of Jordan." And then they get Shaq, which is like Shaq is like the most dominant offensive player of all times. And like the rookie year Shaq was like terrorizing people and all that.
Oh yeah.
So he has a young Shaq, he has a young Jordan. So what a better place to go play than LA? Like of course you're not gonna want to go. Chicago's like, I don't want to smoke anybody from Chicago, but Chicago wouldn't be my choice over. It's frigid cold. It's literally like negative over there. It's very dangerous at times, and it's just like it's not the best place to be. But then if you go play in LA and go coach in LA and be like the coach of Los Angeles, like Hollywood, basically, with like two like the brightest stars like ever, like. Who wouldn't choose that? But if you're going to make that choice, if you don't want to coach the team anymore, then you have to just like say that. But you can't just pretend like you didn't have any choice but to do that. That's what I found kind of sneaky and like shady about Phil.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, there's no reason why he should have just.
It's just how it be though sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we wouldn't have this documentary without that, wouldn't we?
Hey, we might have had a 7th ring sent out and stuff.
This dude could have. Hey, they could have had a 7th one. They could have if they won that, they could have had an 8th one. If they won that, they could have a 9th one.
They probably would have been winning until today, right?
But and before you would have had Robot Jordan coming in like, all right, boys.
Facts. Jordan under his 7th ACL. His 7th ACL.
He starts in starts freaking installing like robot parts into him.
Yeah. But yo, like knee surgeries are weird, like because they really do that though. Like they shave off part of your cartilage. And all that. Like, they make you a brand new knee, like they sculpt your knee differently. Like, that shit is so weird.
They give you a whole new knee, or you mean
no. But like they'll shave like part of your like they'll shape it again. You know what I'm saying? And they'll like put like filling in and all that.
It's a good thing I'm not a freaking doctor, bro. I'd freaking throw up at any of this.
This is probably like some of the least level of their stuff too.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Something.
Shout out to the doctors and healthcare workers.
Shout out to the docs, yo. No, gee, I guess we can end it off here. It's an hour and 10.
An hour long. And
yes, hour and 10.
We could probably go for another hour.
Oh, we could if we had more content. If we had anything else. You just keep going. You start going on freaking Asia tangents again.
But why Mongolia ethically shouldn't be a country. Even though it is wild that it was built on rape.
Oh my goodness.
Over 1,000 women. Bugging. What's wrong with it?
We're not coming back to this.
Bro, I can't even.
We're not coming back to this.
Yo.
Ending statements.
Struggle to handle one girlfriend. This dude has woman, bro. Like, what in the world?
Okay, but he didn't have to handle them. He just fucked them and was like, I bet I'm out.
But they were still his baby moms, bro.
Okay.
And mind you, he got 1,000 of them pregnant. How many do you think he fucked, bro?
Oh my god. It was
probably in the high 5,000.
Oh my god. All right, ending statements.
This dude, like, what? How much sex do you think he was having in between conquering countries?
This is Shams's ending statement. How the fuck is Genghis Khan such a shooter, bro?
This man is potent.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
What's that word? What's that word? Wait, does sterile mean that you can't have kids?
Yeah. Sterile means you can't.
So he's like, whatever this antonym of sterile is, he's that. He's potent.
This dude is potent. I'm just gonna end it off with that statement. Genghis Khan is potent.
No, come on, man, let's give it a proper farewell to this last.
All right. Go ahead.
Man.
You say something.
I don't know. Something that I pulled out. Jordan is a 9-time first-team defender. He's tied for the number 1 place ever. So that means Jordan, right, as far as like first-team defensive selections, is one of the top like 3 or like 4 defenders in NBA history. And that's like an afterthought. That's how great he is. That he's like he has 9 all first-team selections.
Who's number 1?
Tied for the number 1 spot.
Who's number 1?
And well, he's tied for number 1. I don't know who the other number 1 is. It could just be like Dennis Rodman or something. I don't know. I don't know who it is. But all I know is he's tied for number 1 in that, and it's just like people don't even talk about that. Like that's like an afterthought.
Crazy.
That's how great. Imagine being that great that you hold such a great record, but people don't even mention it. And they said that like he's the only player to go to have the scoring title, right? Like win the scoring title and then win a championship that year. He did it 6 times.
Ooh.
And the closest person is Shaq, who did it once. So
he did it 12 times? You said MJ did it 12 times?
He did it 6 times.
Damn.
Like
okay.
Yeah, as far as like winning the scoring title and then winning the championship in the same year.
Okay.
Yeah, so KD, like even all those years, KD won the scoring title, won a championship. Like it's just it's rare that happens. And I think it wasn't win the scoring title, win the championship. I think it's like win the scoring title and win Finals MVP. That's what it was.
Okay.
So he did it.
What do you mean by scoring title? Like, what does that mean?
That's the number 1 in points for that season. Like the number 1 score.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, man. It's like those are just 2 things that we don't even.
People who came before and James Harden blowing out people in points, and then he gets kicked out the second round.
Second round, exactly. Yeah,
so I guess
or people like Curry, who averages like 30 points and shoots like almost 50% from the field, and then in the finals just like hot cheeks.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel that. I'll end it off by saying, MJ is one of the GOATs, and we danced our last dance.
Oh, we're an hour 30 in. Okay, now so why you don't want to talk about Mongolia?
104, an hour and 14. I mean, hour 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we're not talking about Mongolia. Shut up, bro. Shut up.
Right.
We danced our last dance. This is the final dance.
Mongolia.
The last song is about to end, bro. We're getting kicked out the club right now.
Where are we gonna kick out the club? Oh no, bro. They're kicking us out the club.
Alright, guys. I'll see y'all next week then.
These the real nigga hours, man. The club where you getting your bag.
Peace out, guys.